Hi, welcome to It's Time to Review Something. It's time to review something. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the Canon T5i. Why am I talking about this one today? I've got the 80D, which is my wife's camera, which I'm using to record. I've got the 7D Mark II for myself, plus my iPhone, trail cameras, you name it. I got photography stuff. I love photography. But what is special about the Canon T5i? Plus I got the Tamron 18 to 400 millimeter lens. This is special. This is my grandson, my youngest grandson's camera. Each of the grandkids, the brother and the sister, the oldest one is my grandson and the middle my granddaughter. They have the Canon 5 or T5s. I bought them cameras when they were younger, a few years back, because they'd taken off on photography and they love photography. My grandson in high school was on the photography side of the house for the yearbook, which was tremendous. He got a lot of great photos. My daughter and granddaughter both have their own photography business there in Dahlonega, Georgia, called Apple of the Eye Creations. They seem to do wonders, both between the 7D Mark II that my daughter has and the T5 that my granddaughter has. Their photos are outstanding. Well, my grandson is now into photography. He's taking it in school that he's going to, his online courses. And he had an assignment to do photos while he was visiting us because it was raining down in Dahlonega. He really didn't have a chance to take the camera out. So myself and him, as well as my wife's cousin's son went out there, and we took photos. And I let him take the photos. I didn't take them. And I'm going to show them here. A couple of them that came out really super fantastic. And I think he did a great job. Considering that he was using manual focus, nighttime photography was the class at the time. But even when he's not doing that one, he's got a camera out there. He was just taking his other camera, point and shoot, and so on. And he was making tremendous photos. Matter of fact, one of his photos went into the first place or some sort of place. Anyway, it was showing down at City Hall or the state capitol, and he won that category, I guess, which is fantastic. So, another generation into photography. My son, iPhones. He's just into that iPhones. He's also got a Nikon D3000, as well as my daughter has a D3000. They both have them, because I started with Nikon as well as Canon, but I've had every Canon, camera. I've had Sony, Panasonic, Olympus, Canons, AE1, and the newer ones, Rebels, and we went to Nikon where I started off with, a D3, and my wife had the D5000 and a couple more. So we're going to talk about this camera a little bit more in depth, not only to let you know what's going on with the T5i and how this came about. I'm going to show you some of the buttons and controls. Now, this is the third camera that I've gotten in the last 2 months for my grandson. KEH, great company, man. They're very good. They're very reliable. We tried the 7D. I thought, wow, 7D for that price, I'll get that for him. Didn't do live view, and the flash didn't work. The internal flash here, right? It has to pop up and flash. So, sent it back. They gladly exchanged it, and everything was working great on that one, minus the flash again. Flash is no big deal because he's also got an external flash for him to use that it can rotate around just like a professional. And so I called him back up because what we found is the compact flash card that goes in the 7Ds, the pin bent. And I had that problem with my other Canon too. They're too easy to bend with the compact flash cards. So she upgraded us or downgraded, I don't know, for either one. Because when I called Canon, they don't make parts for the 7D, so I couldn't get it fixed. So we exchanged it, and under warranty, they sent me the T5i. Even exchanged it. I like this one better. It's got a great continuous burst mode, for an amateur for his side. Not only does it have a great burst mode, it's got a flip screen. I mean, this is fantastic. So if you do live views or you do videos, and we're going to get into the buttons here in a minute, but I wanted to come in front of the camera here and explain what else. So, came with a battery charger and a battery. This is what I got from KEH. No photographer's ever gone out that's, you know, really wanted to get into photography without getting extra batteries. So I got him 2 more batteries, and it comes with a dual charger. So both of these are charged, plus 2 SD cards, so he's always got the cards. His mom and them got more SD cards down there they can have. So all this that you see in front of me is going to my grandson. He's already got the camera bag, the sling, the flash units, the tripods. He's got everything he needs down there. He just didn't have the camera, couldn't take it back home with him. So we're going to ship this out tomorrow or the next day, whenever we get ready to nail it. So let's get down and dirty and down to the camera settings themselves. So here you have it, the T5. Obviously, take the lens cap off, right? On this side of the camera, as you can see here, we're going to try to balance this in here. Manual and autofocus, image stabilization, which is very, very important on this side of the camera. On the other side is a little red button here, right? So you can lock the lens in and it's not going to slide in and out as you go up and down. Main part of this thing here, and hopefully I got it upside right where you can see it, are the buttons. I don't use program mode. I'm in TV mode, which is shutter speed, and that's what I like to stay in. You can just push your finger on the button, move it over to aperture, and manual focus. Those are what I use. The bottom ones are all scenes and stuff, night photography and all that, but if you use TV and all that, you're gonna find that also. The on and off switch, it just comes on, it's on, all right? Now you can take pictures. But what's really nice about this one is if you push it all the way forward, now I'm in the video mode, right? As you can see, let me take the lens cap off here. You're in the video mode, and then let's go back to TV mode, all right? So while we're on the back, let me get back over here where I can see, sorry about that. The menu button. Here, of course, is where you're gonna do your formatting of your cards and your different settings. Now, one thing about the camera mode, if you're shooting at night photography, the display kind of gets in the way. You put your eye up here, it goes away. Or you can put the cover on here. But if you push the info button, the display will shut off, okay? And of course, all your control buttons are on the side here for moving it left, right, deleting a picture, viewing the picture. You're gonna have to experiment with them a little bit better to understand them. But as you can see, let me look at this real quick where I'm at here. Everything does around this circle, plus you use the set key, whatever you want to do. So if you're taking a picture, and let's get out of the menu mode, I don't want to be in there. So I'm back to my screen mode, right? Hit the Q button down here, opens up the screen. Now this is all touch screen, which is really super nice. And like I said, the screen itself, as you can see now, flips out, right? Rotates around. I keep it in auto servo. All right, and like I said, you just touch something, it's all touch screen. This is amazing for a camera, right? They're all in the back. And like I said, when you don't want it, you just hit the Q button and shut it off, right? Now, the toggle between the two, when you actually got the set button, right, is just nothing more than up and down arrows and stuff like that over here. Of course, I'm playing with it and I can't see a darn thing. Hitting the wrong button or something. Anyway, not looking at the camera's not making this easier. So anyway, this thing right here, to me, is an excellent little starter camera for anybody that's into photography and wants to start, right? I recommend the 5T, the Canon T5i, any one of the Canon products you can get and start off with. Oh, I also mentioned on this side here, when the camera's on, your pop-up flash is on, all right, and it does work. Once I get this thing going, I got a lens cap on here. Honest mistake, see, it works. And the live view, also, it works. So wherever you're looking at the live view, you just hold the shutter down a little longer, let it focus, all right? You gotta find something to focus it on, hold it, and it clicks off too. It won't do it inside for some reason. I'll try to hold it here. try to move my thumb wheel up here or something. I don't know. I'm having a problem with it just because I don't use live view anyway unless it's a video. As I said, it's a good starter camera. Not very expensive. I think the lens costs more than the camera body at this point in time. So that brings me to the point. If you're looking for a used camera and reliable and good service, I would check KEH. It's Kilo Echo Hotel. The camera company. They have great deals on used cameras, lenses, etc. And if they also, I understand, buy cameras and lenses. So with that said, you can save a lot of money and time for that young one or teenager, or whoever is getting into photography. Photography for me has always been a joy. My wife's into it, I'm into it. Now the whole Baxter side of the family's into it, which is my grandson, granddaughter, and my grandson now, plus my daughter. Apple the Eye Creations does a great job with families and events that go on down there. If you're down in Dahlonega and you need a photographer, check out that. If you get up here in the Clarksville area, it's G&J Photography. I got my own studio, which I'm sitting in right now. I don't have all the props like a lot of photographers do out here, and I don't charge an arm and a leg. I do it for the fun. If I make a little bit of pocket change, then that's okay. My one and only photo shoot here, I was charging them $25. It was a couple days before Christmas, and I said, you know what? Young E6 has 5 foster kids and his own kid. I said, Merry Christmas, and I did it for free, and we had a great time for a photo shoot. So, but that's not what this topic is about. This is about the Canon T5i. This is for my grandson. I just wanted to kind of go over the buttons with him a little bit too, because I'm not down there in Dahlonega. And of course, his mom's going to help him, I know. So, that will conclude the review on this camera. I hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up if you like me. Thumbs down if you don't. Subscribe, please subscribe. I do enjoy subscriptions. I'm not getting paid by KEH. I'm not getting paid by Canon. I'm not getting paid by nobody. This is all something that I enjoy doing, making videos and stuff. Besides this channel here, review, I've got my hunting and my riding. And that's it. Mr. Clean 28H on Yahoo and YouTube. That's my site. And I've had my other site. It will be listed below. It's www.mrclean28.smugmug.com. That's where all my photos and videos are. But I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. And from here, get out and take some pictures. It's a great hobby. Once you get the cameras and the cards, hey, you bought it all. Now you can take as many pictures as you want, delete what you want, keep what you want, and share it. That's all it takes. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy life and have a good day. Thank you.